gonna show you how to do ombre. Okay, you always have to glaze the inside first. And the inside always has to be glazed, okay? So we've already mixed this up. And so we're gonna take our cup, we're gonna fill up the inside a little bit more than halfway. And I'm gonna switch it to my dominant hand. I'm gonna kind of cradle it here. It's gonna be like I'm opening up a doorknob. So my thumb goes all the way to the right. As it pours out slowly, see how I'm opening the doorknob and it's coating the entire inside to get those extra drips off. We don't want to lift this up and have the drips come down or down in there, because then that makes it kind of like double dipping, because those drips go over what's already been laid on there. Okay, so now I have my 3 different colored glazes. Again, you guys would get this set up and go to your table or whatnot. You wanna have a banding wheel that spins. You're gonna take your pot and use these little circles on here to center your pot the best that you can. And then underneath here is this little texture thing that helps you spin the wheel, okay? In here, I have 3 different colored glazes. You could do 2, 3 at the most. Don't do more than 3. I also have these big fluffy brushes so I can like really load them up with glazes. This will not work if you use a thin little brush. I've also not put a lot of glaze in here, because here's the deal. These might get contaminated. And if it gets contaminated, I can't put what's left back in the bucket. I would rather run out midway through and have to get a little bit more than contaminate a whole cup and have to throw all that out. Glaze is not cheap. So this has to be done quickly, and it's not going to be the tidiest of situations, because as you do this, you want to go quick. So here's gonna be my first layer. And again, it's kind of gonna be an ombre effect. And the reason you wanna go quick is so that it blends. So that's my first layer. The top is pretty much dry at this point, so I'm gonna go in with my second layer. If it wasn't wet on wet, it wouldn't blend how we want it to blend. And I know that it's gonna look a little dicey right now, but once it's fired, you'll see it just kind of meld together. Overlapping these colors just a smidge, because I don't want it to be stripey, I want it to be blendy. So this is my last layer, right? And you can see I definitely contaminated those, and I did not use hardly any glaze. So from that experience, I would say that I would rather see you use one of these for each color instead of those big colors. We're gonna let that dry, and then we will clean up the undercut in the bottom. I'm gonna let it dry more before I clean the bottom.